second type of chemical reaction, that is decomposition reaction. What is decomposition reaction? The reactions in which single compound breaks down to give two or more simple substances are called decomposition reactions. So even decomposition you learnt in biology also. When animal decomposes, when the animal dies, it decomposes to get to the simple ones, or else if any organism dies, the complex substances breaks down into simple ones. So here also same, but the chemical substances will decompose here. The molecule or the compounds will decompose to give a simple compounds here. So decomposition reactions are just the opposite of combination reactions. So whatever decomposition reactions we are going to see here, these are the exactly opposite of the combination reactions. In this decomposition reaction, we are going to see how the compound, single compound breaks down into many products, as we saw in previous combination reactions. For example, magnesium when reacts with oxygen, we will get magnesium oxide. So this is a combination reaction where magnesium and oxygen combined and got magnesium oxide as a product. But in decomposition, this magnesium oxide will splits up into many compounds. Directly it will react. Here will not get any reactants here. So single reactant will involve to give two or more products. Two or more products we may get here. So that is a decomposition reaction. So in this decomposition reaction, there are three types. If the decomposition occurs by heat, we will call as thermal decomposition. If the decomposition reaction occurs by electricity, we will call as electrolytic decomposition reaction, or else electrolysis. And if the decomposition occurs by photo decomposition or light, if decomposition occurs by light, we may call as photo decomposition, or we may call as photolysis. So let us see the video, let us see the activity. First, what is decomposition reaction? So activity to show the decomposition reaction. The procedure is take about 2 grams of ferrous sulfate crystals in a dry boiling tube and note the color of the ferrous sulfate crystals. What is the color of the ferrous sulfate crystals? Green. The color of ferrous sulfate crystal is green because ferrous sulfate is also called as green vitriol. So this green colored ferrous sulfate crystals, when you start heating the boiling tube over the flame in a burner or in a spirit lamp, it changes its green color to shading. It shades its color. It changes its color. White color precipitate it forms. So why? Because it loses the water molecules from that. This iron sulfate contains 7 molecules of water, 7H2O. This when you decomposes, when you heat the iron sulfate, see, we should add this triangle because we are heating the iron sulfate. So when you heat iron sulfate, 7H2O, iron sulfate will breaks down into ferric oxide, iron oxide, that is ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gas will absorb. So in this reaction, big molecule of iron sulfate crystal changes its color from green to white, and then it decomposes to give ferric oxide. Fe2O3 is nothing but ferric oxide and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases. So let's see the video to understand this activity. Let us watch the video to understand the decomposition reaction of ferrous sulfate. So we are taking 2 grams of ferrous sulfate crystals in a test tube, in a boiling tube. So we are going to heat this ferrous sulfate crystals to the flame, that is spirit lamp. So green color ferrous sulfate changes its color. It means that iron sulfate breaks down into simple substances, that is 2FeSO4 when reacts with heat, it gives Fe2O3 plus sulfur dioxide gas and sulfur trioxide gas. This is nothing but decomposition reaction using heat, we may say, or it is also we can call as a thermal decomposition only. So this decomposition is of three types. If the decomposition occurs by heat, we will call as thermal decomposition. If the decomposition reactions occur by electricity, we will call as electrolysis. And if the decomposition occurs by light, we will call as photolysis. So one by one we are going to see in the next concepts in detail. So the first type of decomposition reaction is thermal decomposition reaction. So what is thermal decomposition reaction? Definition of thermal decomposition reaction. The deposition reaction in which it takes place by the absorption of heat are known as thermal decomposition reaction. The decomposition which takes place by the absorption of heat. See here, we are going to heat the crystals of lead nitrate solution. See what is the formula of lead nitrate? PbNO3 taken twice. PbNO3 taken twice. So this PbNO3 taken twice decomposes to lead Pb2O3 lead oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen we will get as a product. See how this lead nitrate decomposes to give into simple compounds. How it occurs, how it decomposes to give lead oxide, lead nitrogen dioxide, oxygen. We are going to see in this activity or in this video. So let's see the video. Okay, for this thermal reaction or thermal decomposition reaction, we need test tube holder, a beaker, spirit lamp, and lead nitrate solution, and okay, spoon or else. Okay, we will take 3 gram of lead nitrate solution in a test tube, and we ignite the spirit lamp, and this lead nitrate we should heat very carefully to the flame, so that little tilted towards the flame. So are you seeing the brown fumes which are coming from that? It's nothing but nitrogen dioxide gas. Lead nitrate decomposes to give see it is collecting that in a beaker. So it decomposes to give lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and along with the release of some amount of oxygen. And here is the reaction: 2 PbNO3 taken twice to give 2 PbO plus 4NO2 plus O2. Anything but nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gases are the products. So next type of decomposition reaction, that is electrolysis. So what is electrolysis? The decomposition reactions which takes place when electric current is passed through the compound in the molten state or in aqueous solution. So in this type of reaction, it is also decomposition reaction only, but here the decomposition occurs through the electric current. So water splits up into hydrogen and oxygen by this method. We can see that also in electrolysis reaction only. So let us see the video to understand electrolysis process. So decomposition of electricity by electrolytic method. So decomposition of electricity we will see in this method. So for this we need a container and 2 graphite rods, rubber stoppers we need, and you place 2 graphite rods or carbon electrodes we should place, and over them we should place the test tubes, and connect it with that rubber stoppers with the battery. Inverted test tubes we should place over them, and add a drop of dilute sulfuric acid as an electrolyte. So place the test tubes, inverted test tubes over the 2 electrodes, and start to switch on the button. Now what we are going to observe, in the 2 test tubes the reaction procedure is going on. One releases, this water breaks down into hydrogen and oxygen. One test tube gets oxygen and one test tube gets collects hydrogen gas, and which how we will come to know that? With the help of burning splinter or a candle. If you take a candle and take near the gas released, if it excess gas is blowing, it means it is supporting of burning, that is oxygen gas, and if it is getting a pop sound, we may say that it is hydrogen gas. Pop sound like this. So this is a hydrogen gas, means water splits up into hydrogen and oxygen by the process of electrolysis method. Next decomposition reaction is photolysis. It is also a decomposition. It is a method of decomposition reaction which takes place on absorption of light, known as photolysis. So this we are using in Photoshop or else photocopy. Where we use this method. Black and white photography use the method of photolysis. So let's watch the video to understand about the photolysis. How a compound breaks down into two or more compounds by using sunlight. So for this reaction we need silver chloride in a china dish. We will collect some white color silver chloride in the china dish and allow them to fall on the sun. When the sun rays falls on the silver chloride, it converts to grey color. So it shows that silver chloride decomposed by the action of sunlight to give silver and chlorine. So grey color it changes. So it confirms that it has decomposed from one substance to larger substance, that is silver chloride, into silver and